What's up, cool people? I'm Matt Conroy. Welcome back to Forza Horizon 2. I'm gonna move the microphone a little closer because I don't want my commentary to be too loud. Not that I think it will be. I mean, by that I mean too loud for other people in the house. So, this time around, we're gonna be doing the retro hot hatch series, I'm pretty sure. What the heck are you doing? Oh man, crazy drivers. Anyway, so if I'm honest, this is literally the day after my last recording session, just because, you know, I had some days off, and I wanted to take advantage of having a solid chunk of time in the middle of the day to record video game stuff. But anyway, yeah, so with it just being the very next day, I don't really have a whole lot of things to update you on in terms of what's going on in my life. Although, I guess later today, if anyone's interested, well, interested might not be the best word, but if anyone really wants to know what I'm doing later today, there's a wedding shower that I'll be going to. This is not the actual wedding itself, just the wedding shower. So yeah, I'll be going to that later tonight. Otherwise, not really too much to say. Although I will mention, it was pretty rainy and just not that great weather-wise earlier on today. Right now it's actually not too bad. Sun's kind of peeking through, and yeah, hopefully that'll dry up all the rain and such from earlier. But yeah, not really too much else to mention. So this batch of recording is probably the last bit that I'm gonna do until next week when I have my days off then. And even when next week rolls around, I don't know if I'll do as much, because first off, I'm probably gonna go see Endgame then. Avengers Endgame, just so we're clear. And that'll take up a portion of one day. I also have a church small group I meet up with when I have Monday evenings available, so I'll be doing that. Tuesday, I'm gonna be going out to lunch with one of my coworkers who's gonna end up leaving once the school year's over. Yeah. Ow. Oh, jeez. And that made me lose first place. Probably should have done a rewind there. I haven't done a rewind in forever in this game. Wait. Can I slip back into first place? Looks like it. And boom, win.
Nice driving, mate. Another 20 points.
Most of the people in this seem to have relatively lower wristband levels. I wonder if this one was an option earlier on when we came to this area. And so now, since I'm doing it later, other people who did it earlier are showing up with lower wristband levels or something. I don't know. Where to next? I guess I'll go to this, since that's pretty close. Do I have another perk? No. I have another perk point, but I need 3 more to get to that, which is what I really want next. So, yeah. We'll just leave that alone for a little bit.
Turn right.
Yeah, I think the whole lunch thing is all I've got planned for Tuesday. I don't know for sure when I'm gonna go see the movie. That could be Monday or Tuesday, depending on things. I might even try and get a group of people together to go see it. But I know some of them are gonna watch it like opening weekend, even if it requires them asking for time off from work when they normally would be working.
You have arrived at your destination.
I just noticed this car doesn't do burnouts like some of the other ones. I'm not saying other ones of this type, but just other cars that I've used for different racing series. Yeah, and that pretty much leaves me with nothing else to talk about in terms of what's going on for me personally. There are definitely other things that I could talk about, but they're on different topics or not directly related to what's going on in my life personally and what I have on my schedule. So, for example, I have thoughts of making a topical video because I don't know why, like, it almost always, as of late, seems to be politics that end up being the thing I want to comment on. But, I just saw a thing about, like, the Mueller report being released. The one that was investigating possible collusion on the part of the Trump presidency and different things like that. Now, a lot of people wanted to just kind of let it go after Attorney General Barr gave his summary of it, but summary is not all the detail. And apparently, at least according to the video I watched, which granted was a clip from Trevor Noah, but at least according to the video I watched, there were some rather, I don't want to say incriminating, but rather questionable details that were ignored, glossed over, or just flat out not mentioned in this summary that we were given. And some of those details, let's just say they confirmed some of my fears about Donald Trump as president. But more on that a little bit later, because I just finished up another race.
Excellent driving. Another big win.
And sizable gap between my finish and anyone else's. This is when I start questioning just a little bit the difficulty setting I have it on. But I figure between Kingdom Hearts and maybe a couple of the other games, I've spent enough time being visibly frustrated in YouTube videos. I guess I'll go there, although, you know what, maybe I'll do this one first, because I think it leaves me a little bit closer to then coming back and doing the other one. So anyway, back to the Mueller report.
In 400 yards, turn right.
Based on what I heard from Trevor Noah, anyway, okay, he's technically not guilty of collusion or of obstruction of justice, but certainly in terms of obstruction,
400 yards, turn right.
he tried, and the only reason he didn't actually do it was because other people that he was trying to get to do certain things didn't end up doing them. Yeah, so like I said, pretty much confirmed some of my fears regarding that. And I would say what it confirmed in my mind is, you know, just the questionable nature of Trump's character and his penchant for corruption. Apparently, according to some details, even before he was president. Like, there was a thing that I heard mentioned that he was talking to some of the lawyers and was chiding them just because they were taking notes, saying he previously had lawyers who had not taken notes and, you know, according to him, did a fine job without taking any notes. I figure as a lawyer, you pretty much have to be taking notes just for the purpose of overall documentation, and, you know, if something comes up in a case that never has before, or, you know, there are different things about the situation which would need to be looked back upon later, like, I figured you gotta have those notes there, so there is that possibility. Like, what kind of lawyer doesn't take notes? Not that I would know from personal experience or anything, but I'm like, really? Lawyers not taking notes? That seems almost like, you know, if an IT specialist weren't taking notes of some sort and at least documenting what was done to fix a particular problem. You do that so other people know what's going on and can look back at it later and know how, or at least possibly how to handle things. Certainly, at least how it was handled. And okay, little slip up there. because I was trying to avoid that other car that was on the road. And once again, I am left wondering if I'm going to end up in first place or not. Yeah, looks like I'm going to get first unless I royally screw this up now. Yeah, and I mean, this doesn't even necessarily confirm all of the questions I had regarding Trump's character. I mean, although the other ones were answered a lot more obviously just by his behavior, but it certainly confirmed for me just the penchant for shadiness, if not all-out corruption. And I think I've leveled up again. Yes, indeed. New wheel spin. We'll see what I get for that in a little bit. Oh, jeez. The other one's, like, literally right there, isn't it? Yeah, that's the other one I want to do. And it's right there. And because I pressed start, I gotta go over here to get the wheel spin now. Hello! Mitsubishi Lancer! Nice. Valued at 29,000 credits.
You leveled up.
And boop. So, once again, it would appear that was one of those events that didn't leave me at the end of the race. It brought me back to the start. Which I still can't seem to figure out when it does that and when it doesn't.
Okay, you've done really well. You just need to win this next race and the championship is yours.
Out of curiosity, okay, I have it on medium, which is Drivatar difficult. Driving assists. Gotcha. Okay. I turned off the stability control. Okay. That might be why I tend to drift so much. Automatic shifting, full driving line. Yeah, okay. I wonder what I'm getting the credit bonus from. Probably having stability control off. I wonder if there's an achievement in this game. I think there was in Forza Motorsport. An achievement for basically turning off all the assists and still winning a race. I believe I went and did that one, and the way that I got it was using, I think, the aerial atom or something like that, and I went on the one track that's basically where they do the Indy 500, I think, or something like it. It was a track in Indianapolis that was just, you know, a small kind of ellipse-shaped thing. So then I got myself familiar with the track, turned off all the assists, and then proceeded to still kick major butt. Because I was so familiar with the track. I think I might have even, as I was doing that, I might have lapped some of the other cars in the race. Maybe even all of them. I do remember a time being on that track, I think, where I lapped everybody else. Might have even double lapped the car in last place. That was a pretty tight checkpoint there. Anyway. And now I really have no clue what else to say. Which, granted, I don't know if I really need to force too much more commentary for this episode, because I've got 30% more of this race left to go, and then I'm done with the episode. So here's a question that I kind of wondered, though. How old does a car need to be considered retro in this game, I wonder? Because this is supposed to be the retro hot hatch. I could easily see this car being from the 90s, though, which maybe this is just, you know, my age, for lack of a better way of putting it, showing, but considering I was born in 1990, I tend not to consider things from the 90s as retro.
Nice one, mate. You looked in control for that whole race there.
Okay.
Mate, that was some immense driving. You've just added another championship to your haul.
Champion. Need to win 3 more to unlock the finale. So there's something else I just wondered. If you go through these and don't necessarily win them, do you still get to keep playing, and it's just the other championship events that, like, I don't know. I guess I'm just wondering if you don't necessarily need to win every championship to get to the finale.
And then we'll all head back to the festival in time for the awards party.
So, next time we continue our road trip and see what happens from there. But for now, that's gonna do it. So, as always, like, share, subscribe. Look down in the description for information on keeping up with my channel, interacting with my videos and my social media pages and all that stuff. And just under that, leave a comment with your thoughts on this game, other games you want me to eventually play, possibly, or just other video topics, different things. Like, do you want me to actually make a video regarding the Mueller report or not? Whatever. Anyway, whatever you're thinking, let me know down below. So that's it. Hope you're all doing well. Hopefully I'll see you next time. But until then, stay cool, people.